I'm St. Louis University women's basketball public address announcer Brian Kelly, and I'm here with Billikens basketball coach Lisa Stone. Coach, I would imagine that after a 26-win season, you set a program record, a share of the A10 title, a third-round trip in the WNIT, that the moment you walked off this floor last spring, you could not wait to get back on it this fall.
It's so exciting. The buzz about our program from where we were to what happened last year, it just brings a big smile on your face. People came to the game, they were so excited, the crowds grew, there was this electric feeling in Chaffetz Arena, and then the season ended abruptly on a buzzer beater, but I couldn't wait to get back to see those players, and they're so motivated by the fact that there's more to do. There's so much more to do. To win a conference outright, to win a conference tournament, to get to the NCAA tournament. Those are goals that are fresh in our mind, and no one wanted last year to end. Nobody did. It was a beautiful sunny day that afternoon, and we played our tails off against a really, really good team and wanted to keep playing for many more months. Usually at that time of the year, people hit the wall and they burn out. That momentum and that postseason experience has catapulted us into the offseason, into this season, and super excited to coach this team.
You lost on a buzzer beater that was just an amazing shot, and it was a shot in the heart. I mean, it really hurt. How did your players take that?
Well, after the game, I couldn't find Jackie Kemp. She was in the locker room and just really upset. And that's the competitor she is. A lot of the players as well. But one shot doesn't a game make. One shot does not a season make. And nor does a game. So, we talked about that, and what a remarkable year we've had, and it's tough for it to end, and to end that way. And, you go back to that game, and you're thinking about that play, but prior to that play, Sej Stepanovic knocked down 2 free throws in a dead silence in this arena to tie the game, and then Olivia Jakubisek, who's not really a scorer, knocks a shot down that you think's the game winner. So, due to the new rules, there's advancement. There's such short little bit of time on the clock, and we guarded it very, very well. We went to help inside, and they threw it to a player that the only 3 she made her entire career was that one. And, I knew it was good. They didn't need to go to the monitor. I knew it was good, and unfortunately that's the way it ended. But it's just what a remarkable season, and what a great momentum builder going into this year, and the expectations for this season are off the charts.
So in your 5 years here at St. Louis University, you have built a program that has made it to that point. Now you're at the point where you are the preseason conference favorite. How does that change things?
Well, it doesn't really change how we approach things. We were very consistent in our daily approach last year in terms of practice and preparation for games and how we handled our business and who we roomed with on the roads. Every little detail stayed very consistent, and we grew together as a team. That has surfaced and continued to build throughout the summer into this season. But I had a coach say to me at Media Day, they said, Lisa, enjoy it. You've earned the respect of the conference coaches and the media to be chosen number one. Where 5 years ago, you mentioned, we weren't anywhere near that. And we've gotten incrementally better every single year. And now that you're picked there, it's certainly, you're flattered by it. But it's a preseason pick. That's where you want to be at the end. So it's not where you start, it's where you finish. It's all about the fact that we have to keep that edge. We have to remember what it felt like to end the season last year. And so there's a chip on our players' shoulder. The fact that we were in conversation for the NCAA tournament, we were talked about. Now we want to be not just on the outside of the bubble, we want to be in there. And so that's all happening right now. But because of that, the accountability, the practice preparation, the fact that our players are holding each other accountable in practice, there's more to prove. And, we're the hunted now. We're not going to sneak up on anybody anymore. That's what happens, because when you get to the top, it's harder to stay there than it is. There's a lot of hard work going in. That's hard, but this is even harder. So to stay where we're at, it's imperative that we push each other every day, that we challenge ourselves on a daily basis, that we don't take things for granted, and that we don't get comfortable. Because the minute we're comfortable is the minute you're going to get beat.
You mentioned that the players are holding each other accountable. Those words are golden to a coach. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, I was asked the other day, who's my favorite team? I said, my team, right there. That's my favorite team. I mean, I love the Green Bay Packers. but I love my basketball team. And when you sit back and you watch them huddle together and say, this is unacceptable, we've got to execute better, we got to get back, let's get a stop on defense. They're vocalizing that. It's not just coming from the coaches. Now you know you're getting somewhere. So this is a team that every coach dreams of. They're wonderful human beings. I love them like daughters. They're great students. Nearly half of our team are 4.0 students. We're one of the top academic teams in the country. We have a point guard that is on the Lieberman list. Jackie Kemp is obviously a tremendous player, but she has great players around her. My seniors, Sadie Stepanovich, Erin Nelson, Olivia Jakubisek, are playing with that senior urgency. They're at a whole new level. And I grant, we haven't played any games yet, so every coach is excited this time of year, but their work that they put in and our practice intensity and execution and player run team. We're coaches, obviously. We're there to direct them. But when you're seeing them say, listen, we need a coach, we need to run. We just missed 5 layups. Now you know you're making some progress.
Wow, that's tremendous.
Yeah.
You mentioned Jackie Kemp. You got to talk about her some more. She is so fun to watch. You mentioned the leadership. Talk about her as a player.
Well, first of all, again, a 4.0 student in finance and accounting, and she is, she is the best player I've ever coached. She handles the ball well. She runs a team. She is so fast with the ball. When she gets ahead of steam, you've seen it. She's a highlight reel just watching her play. But the best thing about Jackie is she's so humble. She's so competitive. She wants to win. And if they're taking something away from her, she'll find somebody else. And you have a mini coach, you have a competitor, you have a high-achieving young woman on your team that can score, has really improved her defense. She's also improved her three-point shooting. She's put a lot of time in the off season. So she's hard to guard because if you move in on her, she's going to go by you. If you play off her, she's going to shoot a three. So her game has grown. She's all these accolades that come at her. It's just thank you, Coach. I would just want to win this for the team. She's all team, and just a great kid.
And among the accolades for Jackie Kemp already, preseason all-conference first team, and also, as Coach mentioned, she is in the discussions on the watch list for the Nancy Lieberman Point Guard of the Year award.
Yep.
So she's no secret anymore, that's for sure. And she's only a junior.
Only a junior. And, I think the Nancy Lieberman Award, and I asked Jackie if she knew who Nancy Lieberman was, and she didn't, so I had to give her a little lesson. And, that's back in my day. But Nancy Lieberman's kind of put women's basketball on the map back in the day and was a great point guard and won a lot of championships for her team. But it's almost like the Heisman Trophy, if you will, for women's basketball. I mean, they have the Wade Award and the Top Player Award, but when you're a point guard and to be in kind of in that category, it's a great honor. And for the top 20, then it goes down to 10, then down to 5, and then you have a finalist. But the impact that Jackie has made on our team and our program, and the amount of wins, she'll graduate as a part of a core of 7 that are in that junior class. That'll graduate in 2 years. Thank goodness we have them for 2 more years that will leave their mark on St. Lucie University in women's basketball.
But it's more than a one-person team. You mentioned the seniors.
Yep.
What about the others who are going to move up and fill the other roles?
Well, you return, Sadie Stepanovich, Olivia Jakubisek. Olivia is like your X Factor kid. Sadie is playing the best I've ever seen her play. She's really rushing the glass well. She's a scorer. She can score quick. Defensively has really improved. And Erin Nelson, those are the 3 seniors. Erin was injured last year, and it's kind of like a welcome back Erin year for her. And I'm really proud of her understanding of her role, of her understanding of her time and where she really can contribute. She's a tremendous shooter. She's really taken her defense very seriously. I'm excited for her. Jenny Valide is Jackie Kemp's, they basically were born together, for lack of a better word. But Jenny had a great freshman year. Last year struggled a little bit of shooting, but has regained this maturity about her that is, it's amazing. A three-point shot for her is like a layup. She's a great defender. She can play the 3 or 4 for us, 2, 3, or 4. That gives us ability there. Aaliyah Covington, a junior that the Dayton game, probably her best game of her career in front of 10,000 people. Aaliyah can really score the ball. She's a great shooter, gets the basket really well. You're going to see a lot of Aaliyah. Jordan France last year played a lot of minutes. She's a kid that just makes plays. and it's real fun to watch. Paige Rackers is a transfer, came to us from Michigan, who has had a great preseason, just a tough kid. Carlisle, Illinois, right over the river. She is really, she's a kid that I'm gonna have to play because she just does so many really good things for us. Maddie backed up Sadie last year. You're gonna see Maddie play with Sadie a lot. Maddie has a very high basketball IQ. Really proud of Maddie's growth from a sophomore to a junior. Expect really good things out of Maddie. She's right there dancing on the bubble of getting like a starting nod. You've also got Carrie McMahon's a transfer that came to us from Akron, is a backup point guard, but nobody really wants to back up Jackie. She wants to play with Jackie, and that's what Missy Price did. Missy Price says, darn it all, I'm not going to play behind this kid, I'm going to play with her. And she did. And Carrie is coming off an injury. She had an early concussion, but is back. Very, very athletic, really good player. Going to be fun to watch. Does a lot of really nice things playing with Jackie, as well as maybe be able to get Jackie a blow here and there. Tara Ducharme has really taken her conditioning to a new level. She's running the floor really well. She's 6'5". You can't teach 6'5". So certainly excited about her. Shay Shipman is also a junior. Shay has been a role player her whole career. Understands that. Great teammate, great kid, great player in the gym shooting, can flat out shoot the ball. Last but not least, I believe are our freshmen, and I apologize up front if I've forgotten anybody. I think I've got them all, but our freshman, our Kendra Wilkin from Breeze, is a true post. She reminds me of somebody that could go out and grab 6 bales of hay, put it on her shoulders, and throw them up in the hayloft. She's so strong.
In Breeze, Illinois, she might have.
Although she doesn't live on a farm, but she could have, yes. And boy, Kendra she gets better every day. It's fun to watch a freshman really catch on. She's really a very, very fine player inside. And then Hannah Frazier. Hannah Frazier is from Batavia High School, a freshman, lefty shooter. We have a lot of shooters, and that's good. We have a lot of people that can put the ball in the basket, and Hannah is learning it. That freshman transition takes a little bit of time, but coachable, great kid, works hard, and certainly somebody that we'll be excited to watch as she gets better every day.
Well, Coach Lisa Stone, I've been doing the PA here for 2 years, and I've thoroughly enjoyed watching your team get better and better. And I can't wait to see what you have in store for us this year. You're obviously very enthused.
I am. I adore our players. I really do. And I love coming to practice. You know, someone asked, are you excited? Yeah, I'm excited. I really am. And it's not just due to the success. It's due to the quality young women that we have on our team. I have a great staff. I so applaud our administration getting behind filling this place. It's been a dream of mine to sell it out, and hopefully that'll happen this year.
Looking forward to it.
All right, thanks again, Brian.
Thank you. And we will see you at Chaffetz Arena. Come watch Lisa Stone and her St. Louis University building.